Hello. Hey, everybody. I've just been waiting to see the jobs number. This is Friday, December the 8th, 2023. How you doing? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Uncle Bruce, and I'm trying to figure out in plain English what's going on. And I was looking for jobs report numbers. The word was that estimates were from 130,000 job creation numbers up to 260,000. You can drive a Mack truck through that. Came in at 199, they say, or they seem to indicate that they are at 199. We'll follow that closely. Let's see. U.S. unemployment falls to 3.7% as the economy adds 199,000 jobs. This is bad news for the stock market. Or let's put it this way. Lately, if this kind of news has been coming out lately, this would be bad news for the stock market. Now, how will the market react to this, really? I see the futures down 48, S&P down 6, NASDAQ down 51. Oil up 148 to 70.81. Is 200 kind of in the middle where it really won't have an effect at all? Or is 199,000, 200,000 jobs created too high, nice and low where they want? I don't think it's low. As a matter of fact, with a lower unemployment rate, you could say that the U.S. economy is strong, holding its own. You know what I think about the U.S. The unemployment rate? Nobody talks about this either. I find that so many things just aren't discussed in public. And I'll bring it back to 2020, 2021. You have to go that far back to understand why is the unemployment rate so low. First of all, since 2020, when layoffs were being announced, and then right at COVID's height, 2020. There were massive layoffs and buyouts instituted by many companies, private and public. And so a lot of older working Americans in their 50s, 60s were offered the golden ticket, get lost. Here's a year's salary. Here's 1 year health care. You're 59, we'll give you health care till you're 60. Then you get Medicare, You're 63, here's a year's salary, you get your pension, all this stuff. Off you go. We'll golden parachute you out of here. And we as a public company or a private company, we will use this as an opportunity to write you off on our books, which allows us a tax deduction from the federal government. And it's nothing personal. It's just business. And so millions of Americans and Canadians and Brits and Germans and others were shown the door nicely. Here's a check. See you around. And a lot of Americans and Canadians and Brits and Germans, they looked at this and went, "This is great. This isn't bad. This is fantastic. I can retire today with this package, live off of my retirement, take my Social Security, and not work the last 2 to 5 years anymore." This is thank you for the early exodus, sped things up. It's great. Of course, it didn't hurt that the housing market went up as well. That added to the wealth of retirees, whether they were retired or not retired, and so on. And then the markets recovered, and 401ks and IRAs lifted, and so retirees are way better shape. Middle America did well too. A lot of middle Americans, got paid to not work or were paid to work from home. Canadians were guaranteed a $2,000 a month supplement from the government of Canada to guarantee no massive bankruptcy wave. It was all good. But here's the thing. Okay, there's this one thing that nobody talks about. It's now 2024 next month, okay? 4 years. Every year that goes by, 2.5% of the workforce disappears due to natural selection. People start working in their 20s and they retire in their 60s. This is the normal, okay? It's the normal. And that's the so-called registered workforce, the legal workforce in Canada, America, and everywhere else. This is the fourth year since COVID. So that means since COVID to January 2024, 10% of the workforce has disappeared. That's the natural disappearance. Then there are the layoffs that were the buyouts that were done back then. And that, I don't know what that number was. Was that another 4 or 5%? We could be at 15% lower participation rate in the employment pool. Now, on the other side, in the last 4 years, youngsters, you were 22 4 years ago, you're 26 now, you're 18, you're 22. So the evolution of life means new workers coming to the workforce on the rookie side, which is expected. The problem is that people like me and many like me, we didn't have 5 kids. And so there aren't as many newbies coming into the market legally as leaving legally. And therefore, there's a shortage of workers. And that is why we're way under 4%. We're always under 4.5%. And in the normal world we used to live in, it was never normal, okay, but 10 year ago world, 15 years ago world, and so on, unemployment under 5% was considered full employment, because 100% of a certain population is eligible and is part of the workforce, but not all 100% want to actually or have to actually work a full-time job to survive. And so 95% of the 100% are employed as they want to be. That's full employment. Well, we're at 3.7 now, dropped just another 0.2 of a point. So at 3.7 unemployment, this is beyond full employment. Again, legal people, but these are people who are allowed and expected to be in the pool. Now, you take the unofficial number of people who are working and who could work. In other words, the illegals in every country. It's not an America problem only. Don't think you are the only ones, Americans. There's illegal employment all over the place. Well, that's another matter. Those are the folks who are working, quote, under the table. They're paid cash or they're paid electronically off the books. That market is that market. But those folks cannot assume the top management positions of the corporate world. They are in effect in the bottom half of the pyramid of the work structure. And we always hear about this all the time. We hear this so-called expression you hear all the time. Well, we can't find people who will do those jobs. You talk to a meat packer company that does meat packing, and they say we can't attract legal Canadians or legally based Americans or what have, or we cannot attract qualified people to work certain jobs that we have available. They just won't do it. They actually have the education that they've taken, and or they're so full of themselves that they want higher paying and higher senior jobs. Well, with a 3.7% official unemployment rate, can you blame a fully naturalized American citizen the right to say, I'm not going to shovel crap for $15 an hour when I can work over at this company, in a mid-level job and get $80,000 a year? I'm going to do that. And yeah, of course, if I'm the parent of that child, I'm going to say, don't shovel crap for $15 an hour. Do this for $80,000. Yeah, of course. And so the unemployment rate is low, will stay low. There is no solution to the immigration problem on the table that anyone will vote for. Enough people will vote for in Congress or Senate or anywhere else. So there's no solution to that in America. There's this whole runaround debate going on in Canada about should we allow more people in as compassionate Canadians, and should we allow more refugees in, or should we? you know, Canada has its issues with immigration. Germany, oh my God, does Germany have a nightmare on its hands? From Ukrainian displaced people by the millions. Poland has the same problem. Romania, Hungary, Austria, all the European countries are drowning in Ukrainian children and mothers trying to get, where can we live? And then, of course, you've got the Israeli issue and others. And so nothing is going to change. So we continue forward. So now we're down 130 on the Dow now, 130 pre-market. Is this because of the jobs report? Probably. Is this because the market is at nice high levels? Probably. Is it because it's Friday and it's option expiry day and there's all kinds of volatility? Yeah. Throw it all in, and we're down 18 on the S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ, and we're under pressure this morning. Are we under dire pressure? No, a third of a point for the Dow, 2/3 of a point for NASDAQ. The markets could actually be up at the end of the day today, but do you really want to be long this weekend? Do you want to be holding stock going into next week? We are into, theoretically, tax loss selling. This is the 8th of December. We're down to 23 days left before the month is over. We have weekends, Christmas Day, we have holidays coming up. So we're running out of time to get stuff done. That means the markets could go somewhat lower. I guess we're about to find out. Welcome everybody to the party. If you're an option writer and you're a follower of this channel, you got to be just happy as a pig in poo. You got to be so happy these days. Wow. What opportunities have you guys got to make money? So good. Yeah, I know, though, that some of you need certain stocks and indexes to drop in value. You are in need of a little bit of a cooling off period on some of these investments to ultimately cash in on your iron condors or credit spreads or what have you. However, all of you out there, and you can't tell me you haven't been told, many of you out there have been told and informed that you have rollover possibilities available to you, and it is not an admission of a bad trade. Doing a rollover is not an admission that you're a lousy option writer. It is not an admission that your strategy is wrong. It is not an admission that everybody hates you. It's nothing personal. It's not personal. It's just business. You've got to look after your business. And that means if you need to do a rollover to extend the life of a condor or a trade, an option, right? You will do that. You should do that. That's your job. You're an asset manager. Manage your assets. Thank you all for following me, and I appreciate those of you who reach out to me and ask me what I think, and I do what I can. We'll see if we can guide you through into more profits, into many more profits. Tomorrow morning at noon Eastern, 9 my time. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock my time here in California. At noon Eastern, class number 17 will be held live in this room. Auntie Jen will be the moderator, and I will be going over all kinds of different scenarios that we've been talking about a lot here, a lot. The timing couldn't be better. The timing of this class could not be more perfect. How to, and strategies to roll out of lousy trades like option trades, how to fix options. There are a lot of videos out there on the internet about this. We're going to talk about a number of scenarios here. We're going to go over a number of scenarios. I am aware that those of you who have already signed up, and some of you, a number of you have indicated to me, I'm sending in my money. I'm sending in my money. You're going to be asking questions while I'm on the air, while we're doing the class for your situations, and I welcome them. Hit us up. Tell me what you want me to cover tomorrow. During the show, tomorrow, tonight, today, send me an email. and just say, Bruce, I'm going to be in the class. Here's what I would love it if you could talk about this. This means a lot to me, or this is something that we don't hear enough of. Or what do you think about this kind of a strategy? You let me know, and watch the class. The professor is very willing to work with his students to get you what you need to know and put you on the right path to profitability. Welcome to the party, pals. We've added 199,000 jobs for the month of November, which is above forecast. Not a ton, but it is above, holding very steady with a 3.7% unemployment rate in the United States of America. This is screaming to the market that it's an uneven playing field where those in the bottom half are getting crushed economically. Those in the upper half have opportunity to do well, but the economy as a whole is not rocketing higher altogether. There are gaps and there are weak points. And one of the weak points, automotive sales. We are hearing more and more about higher inventories on used car lots, new car lots. We are hearing that for some people out there, financing a vehicle has become a nightmare with regard to how expensive it has become. We have heard in the past year and a half how people have been gouged badly by car dealerships. And is it any wonder at all why so many youngsters, people under 35 who are getting a car, go right to Tesla and say, screw you, local GM dealership or Ford dealer or Hyundai dealer. Screw you guys. I don't want to play your little games at the dealership level. I hate and will never again play the game of negotiating for a car and then negotiating through the business office and having to sign up and pay documentation fees and registration crap fees and tire protection service fee. Bull crap. I am not interested. I'm going to buy a car through Tesla. The price is right there. That's the tax. That's my price. End of story. Boy, can you blame the youngsters of America to not go into the dealership game? How many of you out there who are 40, 50, 60, and 70 have had to play this goddamn dealership nonsense game all our lives? And I'm speaking as a former car salesman. I actually was a car automotive guy for a few years back in 2000 and 2004 till 06 or something. I try to remember, 07, a couple of years. And I saw the business from the inside, and it just blows my mind. Just blew my mind then, but it's even crazier now. And I say congratulations to those of you out there who have decided, no, I'm not playing the dealership game. I'm buying online, and I want to get simple pricing. And those of you who've gone the Tesla route have had a much more pleasurable and simple experience than those of you who have had to go through the Toyota dealer or the Nissan dealer or the Audi dealer or the Mercedes dealer. Trade-in games and crap and markups on loans. So many of you don't realize that when you take a loan through your car dealer, they'll offer you like, we can get you a loan for 11.9%. The reality is you qualified for a 9.9% loan. The dealer added 2% to the loan payment as an extra markup to them with the cooperation of the bank. Oh yeah, it's a sweet little game. It's unbelievable. Anyway, the automotive business is on shaky ground right now. Real estate is on shaky ground. Commissions for realtors are in play. It could well be that you may not have to ever pay high commissions ever again to a real estate agent because of Supreme Court rulings that have been coming out lately. This is getting interesting. Should be interesting in Canada too, because Canadians follow Americans very closely. I don't know. I'm curious about how this is all playing out. But retailers, some are saying we're not going to have the same business we did last year, this year. We're already finding it, let's say for Home Depot, we're not selling as many washers and dryers and refrigerators, despite the fact that Credit Savage of Wall Street came waltzing in here with his 4 kids and picked up a brand new fridge using his new credit card, which he just got a zillion bonus points on. Because we have a few of those folks come in here. They say they watch a guy called Uncle Bruce on the internet, and they're using option money to buy appliances. This is the minority of America, which is true, and the rest of America is not able to spend the kind of money they'd like to or need to on high-end goods. So cars, appliances, perhaps home renos. The whole idea of selling a house and getting another house is off the table because of higher rates. People are locked into a 4% mortgage and are not going to go into an 8 or 10% mortgage. Can you blame them? There's holes in the American economy and Canadian economy and elsewhere. And well, we're going to see what happens. Alex, P.S. Bruce, I wrote an SMH condo yesterday and got $437 after fees. Well done. Well done, Alex. Those trade tips are making me thirsty. Beautiful stuff, sir. And also saying number 15, I'm so busy with work at the moment, but I'll catch up later. Looking forward to the class tomorrow. Right on. Looking forward to seeing you. Wing Commanders here, number 53. Marie, AMD up $2 in pre-market, taking a bit of profit today. Been a long wait. Good morning, folks, from Larry Titus. And nice to see you all here. Welcome. Mike is here. How you doing, buddy? Who else is here? What would we got here? Tons of folks saying hi and popping through. I'm just quickly scanning through here. I can't keep up with your messaging. Fantastic, everyone. It's nice to see you. Farmel, a spider still over 458. Don't know what it'll be when the market opens, but the pre-market people don't seem bothered by the jobs reports so far. Nico is in the house. Hey, Nico, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to have you here. Hope you're getting richer and richer every day. Welcome to the show, sir. We're down just 15 on the Dow Jones now. Now the market has recovered 100 plus points in 7-8 minutes. S&P is only down 3. NASDAQ is down 60. So these markets have turned around. We have a lot of volatility going into this market, and it'll be like this all day long. It's option expiry day. $2.5 trillion in options have to be rolled over and dealt with. There's a ton of money on the table that's going to be cashed in. 1594 right now on GameStop. We've been flirting with this 1590 to 1605, 1610 area, more or less. Rocket Lab is up 8 cents now to 478. Have you noticed your Rocket Lab lately? If you look at the chart for like the last month, it's definitely climbing, but over 3 and 6 months, it is trying to get back to where it was, which was close to $8 in the summertime. I'd sure like to see this break through 5 and keep going. SoFi is up 4 to $8 right now. And Matterport is 248. We've got 23andMe at 88 cents or so, 87 cents. Spire is at 631. Smart ran 325, 317 pre-market. Apple down 22 cents. Nothing to worry about here, really. At 194 is where it's at. Goldman down 70 cents. Cisco's down 6. Tesla shares were up 320 yesterday. They're down 199 right now, $240. The ARC Innovation ETF was up a quarter yesterday to 48.29. It's now 48.39 in the pre-market. Microsoft down $1.37, gained 215 yesterday. Pfizer is up 3 cents in the pre-market. It was down 16 yesterday. HPQ is down 11 right now. It's up 92 yesterday. 29.31 right now. Google 167 lower at 136.78 here. Amazon is off 90 cents to 145.98. NVIDIA was up 10.93 yesterday. It's up 75 cents at 466. It hit a high of what was it, 505 when they came out with their earnings, just before their earnings, last month, 505.48. We're down $40, $39 at this moment in time from the high of the year. And in the last 5 days, the stock has been anywhere from the low 450s to the 470 range. We're 466. We're just kind of fluctuating along here on NVIDIA. Okay. Other than that, Unity is up a nickel. It's at 31.95. AI, we're at 26.29, up 27 cents after dropping 3.14 yesterday. Adobe down 278, up 13 yesterday. Spiders are down 19 cents. Netflix is down 159. The Qs are down 125. IBM off 39 cents, under 160 here, 159.83. And Meta down 162, but it gained $9 yesterday. That is what's been going on. That's what's happening here in this pre-market on some of our favorite stocks that we like to talk about a lot. And well, we'll just see how this all, how it plays out. AI, like I said, 26.11, now only up 9 cents. Where the market itself, the Dow's up, Dow's negative 26, S&P negative 3, NASDAQ down 64. They were higher, they were worse off than that, so they're coming up a little bit. Oil 71.01, up $1.67 at now 70.96. So crude can't get away. It can't really get away, and really is trying to hang around on the plus side of 70 rather than the underside of 70. And I don't have much faith in oil staying above 70 much longer. Not in the short term anyway. We'll see. All right, there it is. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. We have 79 thumbs ups here. We've got a White Feather mentioning to me that been a member now for 5 months. Thank you, my friend. Just sent my payment for class 17 and sent an email. Did it come through okay? I'll tell you right now. There is a PayPal donation that has come in here. There's two, actually. Nikos. I got Nikos's donation. So Nikos, he's in the class. He sent me a private email. And now White Feather has done the same. Thank you, guys. We will add you to the class list. And you make sure now to be on your best behavior. None of this putting girls' ponytails into the inkwell. Don't be doing that. So many of you don't know what that means. You think you know what that means, but so many of you are so long ago. School has changed so much. There's no such thing as an inkwell. When is the last time there was an inkwell in a school desk for a student? What decade are we talking about? Are we talking the 50s? Are we talking the 30s? 1930s? Are we talking 70, 80 years ago when the last time inkwells, or were there still inkwells in the 60s in certain communities in America? Have any of you ever used a pen where you've had to dip it in an inkwell? Have any of you ever had a fountain pen? Have any of you ever used a fountain pen? Talk about old technology. Oh my gosh. Sharon is here at number 77. How you doing, Sharon? Thank you. Cindy B, good morning, Uncle Bruce. I'm number 84 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, guys. Sell my house fast in Upper Marlboro, baby. Number 76. JJ, Rocket Lab. Yeah, Rocket Lab. Poised for takeoff. I'm kind of wondering if that's going on. Nico is here. Buddy, how you doing? Great to see you. Just great to see you. Thank you all. JJ, way to go, Marie. And another class, what's going to be taught. I sometimes wonder if Zeta State honestly doesn't know, or Zeta State is just trying to muck it up. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of that. Thank you, everybody. Hector, Uncle Bruce, if GameStop stock price does rise to allow short positions out, then I will roll my short calls up and out, followed by watching my put my cover calls rise downside my peak cash flow. There you are. Anyway, Waverly, we used them in school in the 90s, Bruce. Waverly cartridges, though, not inkwells, cartridges, right? Ming, I used fountain pen in the elementary school. Yeah, I had a fountain pen for a short period of time, maybe a year, when I was in like grade 6. It was like a novelty.
6:03 a.m.
Thank you, Watch. it was a novelty for me to have a fountain pen. I still remember the days. This would be grade 4, grade 5 though. It was really grade 5. I'll never forget this. In grade 5, I had a teacher that would allow students to switch from a pencil to a ballpoint pen if your writing style was clean and presentable. And in grade 5, I would have been 9. How old were we in grade 5? 9, 10 years old. And I was still trying to learn how to speak English in grade 5. I had come to Canada from Germany, and I was immersed into grade 2 and grade 3 right away. And I spoke nothing but German, and there was no such thing as a tutor or assistance. My mother spoke nothing but German at that time, 95% German. My dad was on the road all the time, so he spoke broken English and was quickly improving his English skills. But he wouldn't be home most of the week because he'd be on the road, and then he'd be home on weekends. So my English was just a mess. And so even in grade 5, writing, I couldn't spell. So I would always flunk spell tests. I would write words like I heard them, and wrong. And so you were stuck with the pencil. There were only 3 kids in the middle of the year in grade 5 out of 30 that had the pencil. The rest had the ballpoint pen, and I was one of them. And we would have these tests, these writing tests, to see our penmanship, and I would work my butt off to and I handed in a paper that my fellow students said that's the best writing you've ever done. And the teacher said to me, this is good. If only you would do this with everything, you'd get a ballpoint pen. But even with the test, passing the test, I wasn't getting the ballpoint pen. And at that point in time, I realized the education system isn't for me. At that point, I shut off. I just shut off. I just said, that's it. I'm not, even when I deliver, I still don't get a reward. I'm out. I'm out. So I just went through the motions for quite a while after that, and just went into survival mode. Just do enough to pass, and think about your future on your own, because you're not getting any help here. And it was interesting. It was a unique life, I gotta say. What can I tell you? Here we are, age 68, and it's still with me. I don't know how old that teacher was. I don't know if she was in her 30s at that time, if she was in her 40s. But you could say she had it in for me, whatever the attitude was. But the individual certainly did not want to know what the struggles were of this student above and beyond just inside the classroom. In those days, it didn't exist. This is 1965. It was another time. Anyway, inkwells. No inkwells at that time, but we were still using pencils. I got a pen in grade 6. Everybody got a pen. There were none of these artificial tests. This was a one teacher homeroom pet peeve of hers. And I realized what side of the ledger I was on with this gal halfway through the year already. It just wasn't getting better, so I just mailed it in. He would do a lot better if he would just apply himself, would be the typical thing. A deep value, thank you for applying yourself. Number 91, good morning. Waverly, I kind of want one again. They're nice to write with, and yes, I do still write on paper. Cindy, I never knew that about you, Uncle B. So interesting that you spoke German. I actually came from Germany. Yeah, I'm not German. I am born in Canada, but we moved to Germany when my father was with the Canadian Army in the armed forces. And from 1959 to 62, we were in Germany, and I was 4 until 7. And in those 3 years, I was surrounded in Germany, West Germany, by Germans and all our relatives. And so nobody spoke English. and nobody was going to speak English to that point. And so I was just, and they felt it was really good if you learn German. It was really good that you teach this boy German. This is really good. This will really benefit him later in life. Until, of course, we returned to Canada, and I used to get the crap kicked out of me by the bullies because I was known as the Nazi. Let's kick the shit out of the Nazi. Oh, that was sort of fun times. I remember having a school desk for an inkwell, says Bobby. J.R. Waverly paper. What's that? Kevin. German was my first language too. Parents immigrated to Canada and then California. Charlie, okay, let's get off the inkwells and start talking about the ditto machines of the early 80s. I can still remember that smell from them. That was great, getting selected to make the copies. JR, it's hard to imagine Uncle Bruce was a pet peeve at one time. Farmers, I know how you feel. Only it is as an adult. I show up to work on time. I make the contractor money and go where they ask. But the guys who show up late, drunk and high are never laid off, while I do get laid off. There you go. It's probably because they get drunk with the boss after hours, or who knows what. I don't know. Yeah, I saw I saw the game, and I realized the game growing up, and it is what it is. It just is the way it was. Thankfully, my younger sister didn't have those problems. She was 2 years younger than I was when we came back. She picked up English so quickly and was fine. I did very well with her grades. My youngest sister did very well in school in her early days, and so didn't have those issues. But you deal with what you're dealt with, and I found that when I wanted to become a stockbroker in 78, 79, I was trying to become, get hired. And I walked into brokerage firms with a college degree in watchmaking. It didn't take me very far in the investment business. I found that these branch managers and senior VPs of hiring and all that, they had a bias towards business degrees from universities, and it was all about academics. And I found I knew, and I swore to myself, I'm not going to let these guys get me. I'm not going to give up getting into this business because of these academic freaks. No way, because I knew exactly what my fellow 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old high school graduates, when going on to university, I knew what they did at school. I knew how much fun they were having. I knew how many hangovers they had. I knew they only prepped at exam time. I knew it was bullshit. It was complete BS. And I said nothing. I said, "Oh, it's all right. It's your firm's policy. I understand." But I knew that when I got my toe in that door through whatever firm I had to join, you are not going to kick me out. And once I'm in that room, I am going to create havoc, because I'm going to be the hardest working guy in the room. I'm going to be the best salesman you have. I'm going to be the one that never says no. I will take whatever I have to take to succeed, because I believed in myself. And I've been doing this since grade 5. There you go. There it was. And so that's how it happened. I finally had a firm take me on after 20 rejections. And within 4 years of joining the business, I was a branch manager of a brokerage firm. And I eventually was in charge of 40 people, 15 support staff, 25 salespeople. And I was training 10 of them. I was the guy, the mentor for 10 new brokers, getting them through the securities course and showing them how to do the business. Unbelievable. This is the ununiversity educated guy who was doing this. And I was so busy, I had my head down, so busy that I kept advancing and moving up and just absorbing all this knowledge from the business. And I would meet these other branch managers, some of which wouldn't hire me 3-4 years earlier. I'd meet them at these regional conferences and brokerage meetings and so on. And they'd look at me and go, I met you before, haven't I? Haven't I met you? But oh yeah, we met in September 1978 or January 79. I remember. Where did we meet? Oh, in your office. you were in my we had a meeting in my office. Yep, just you and I. And then what was the service? I tried to get a job. I was trying to get you to hire me as a broker. And they go, oh yeah, that's right. You're the watchmaker. I'm going, that's right. I'm the watchmaker. I'm now vice president for the province of Alberta, and I run this firm. 4 years later, yeah, I'm the guy. I'm that guy. That's the guy you said no to, or your office in Toronto said no. Someone said somewhere, doesn't have a university degree, certainly hasn't got the qualifications and the prerequisites that our firm is based on success on. Yes. I didn't take it personally, though. It's just business. What's going on here? David, dusting off chalkboard erasers, going outside. JR, yes, those ditto machines and the methanol fluid. We used to use fluid cans to demonstrate air pressure, warm it up, put the cap on the employees. Jesus. And number 5. Good morning, everyone. Number 93, Thomas. Sup, Uncle B? What's up, Flint? Here, not here. I will listen later. My baby, 20 years old, just went in for 3 impacted wisdom teeth. Goes SoFi. Oh, my God. JR, Flint Creek. Oh, man, I remember getting the wisdom teeth out. A big ouchie CKT 103, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. We are throwing thumbs ups at you, no matter how you were treated in grade 5. Thank you, everybody. I use a ballpoint pen now. Thank you very much. I have many of them, and I appreciate you. We're down to 15 minutes to go before we start trading, and we're down 59 on the Dow. We're down 9 on S&P. We're down 74 on Nasdaq. We're up $1.50 on crude oil. Welcome all to the program, to the show. Thank you for joining this channel as members, as subscribers, all of you guys, and a big shout out to these kids right here. All of you who are Gold Bagel members of this channel, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Jen and I, thank you so much. Stephen, the watchmaker, sounds like a title for one who writes mystery novels. Kevin, dude, 105, Bruce. Flint Creek, cool. This is so cool. Yes, sir. 106 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you guys for getting us to triple digits. Do you know, are you aware that as of this morning, yesterday's show, yesterday, 212 thumbs ups. That's the count, because the rerunners, who I keep saying thank you to, if you're watching live, I'm glad you're here. If you're watching on the rerun, you know who you are. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up button for me. You put us over 200. We're at 212 from last night already. Thank you very much. Help us again today. And let's do another 200 thumbs up or more. That would be a beautiful thing. Mandu number 5. Hey, Uncle Bruce, did you get my email about Saturday's class? Am I in? Oh, you're in. Oh, I think you're in. Yes, I'm pretty sure you are. I've gone through them here, and I'm 99.99% sure you're in. You will get all of you who have made a donation to the PayPal account and have sent me a private email. You're going to receive an invitation, a link invitation to the class, probably about anywhere from 10 minutes before the class to half an hour before the class. It takes me 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get them all out. I personally send them individually just to make sure they're going through. So what will happen for some of you guys, you're going to get an email link from here, and you're going to go, well, the class doesn't start till noon Eastern, and it's only 11:40. And you'll go, oh, yeah, well, that's because I'm setting it up. So if you click the link, you will be in this room with Jennifer and I as I am pumping out the links one after the other. And we already start kibitzing back and forth. And for those of you who are regulars, you all know the routine. We hang out. We chat a while. The class kind of fills in. We get all the invites done, and then we try to start as close as we can on time. And it's about 2.5 hours of total time to pull the class together, make it happen. But after it's all said and done, we say our goodbyes. All of that goes to my editor, and Emily will condense it all into a class. An episode, class number 17, which will eventually be uploaded to my website sometime next week. And of course, all of you in this class tomorrow, you'll automatically get your copy the minute the edits are done. You'll get your version of it. And then for any of those of you who couldn't make the class, you'll be able to pick it up on the website. We'll give you the alert when it's ready. And that's how we do it. It's very casual, very easygoing. It's amateur hour. This is not a pre-recorded thing. It's live. You can ask questions. Jen will interrupt me halfway through a spiel. She'll see. What you said 2 minutes ago, few people are confused about what you just said. So let's review that again. I love doing that because it keeps everyone glued to the screen, and you feel part of the class. It's a real give and take. And for those who watch these classes, those of you who've taken my classes, you know that I try not to confuse people with fancy jargon and all that. Although some of you have to watch the class a second time to really make sure you get it. It's all right. Of course, if any of you out there watch class number 1 or 6 or 11 or whatever, and you have a question about what previous classes were about, send me an email. The professor is open for an email. Once you've acquired a class, you're not just, take it or leave it. It's an ongoing breathing thing. We are option writers here. You guys are making money from these from these tidbits of information, I'm hoping, and I'm here to try to help you get through it. I have a simple mandate here. I'm trying to get viewers who watch me all the time and make them filthy rich. That's kind of my shtick. If you guys let me know that I'm making all kinds of money, I think I'm doing my job well. That's what I'm here for, is to help you make money in this market, whether it goes up or down, doesn't matter. And if you want to become that part of that crowd, hang around here for a while, become a member of the channel so you can comment during market hours, but also get yourself over to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. There's the address right there. Get over to that website and start with class number 1. And there you go. They're $150 a class. And check them out. Put a little money into the pot and pick up the basics and more. And you will get back, I think, your $150 per class investment pretty quickly. It's pretty hard to write an option and not make more than $150, because if you do an option right and you only make $35, you either did something incorrect, you closed out too soon, you wrote the wrong contract, you may not have taken enough classes. Maybe you need class 7, 8, 9. But once you get into that 10th class, 12th class, 14th class, you are picking up a whole bunch of knowledge that you're adding onto the knowledge you're pouring on here. And you are moving up the ladder when it comes to awareness, how options actually work. And this is the key to making money in this business. Of all the option gamblers out there, you have to know more than 51% of all the players. That's all you got to do. It's a passing grade of 51%. After that, the higher you get in how this game plays, the psychology of this market, the nuances of this market, you get into the top quarter, the top 15% of the market, you now begin to find it easy to start stealing money from the stupids, because the stupids are out there. And look, you've been to Vegas. If you've ever been to Vegas or ever been to a casino where you see people drinking and gambling, as the drinks keep going, the gambling gets more stupid. That's where the casinos make the most money. And you are a casino. If you follow my lead, you're going to become a casino, and you are going to make nothing but money from unbelievable number of people. It's just incredible how much is being handed out. Just incredible. Thank you all. Amandu, thank you for being here. What else is going on here? Flint Creek. Okay, I'm checking out for now. Let's get that Donero right on. Flint Creek. David Burns, is there a time of year that's best and worst for trading options? I've been observing for a while. It feels like right now is a great time to learn up and prepare for the upcoming year. The option business has been growing at record numbers of participants every month now for like 2 straight years. There is no stopping the growth of it. So not really, but your idea is correct. Start learning immediately how this is done. Absolutely. Mandu, excited for my first live class. I can't wait. Rock and roll, buddy. Justin, I have 100 SoFi shares on my retirement account, but it won't allow me to trade options. What should I do? It's a Chase Roth IRA account. You have 100 shares. I don't know the rules at Chase at all, and I will never know the rules at Chase because I don't comment and I can't give you the answer to trading platforms or trading firms, rules, regs, what have you. And so I don't have an answer for you for this particular exact question. Now, maybe some of my viewers may have a reaction for you. I don't know. It's possible that some of my viewers might have you suggest to you that you may have to go to another firm or you have to do something with your IRA. But again, I'm not a tax advisor and I'm not an expert on platforms. Once the shares hit 15, 20 bucks, well, then it's going to be an issue for you to be able to write a contract. Stephen Butler, Mike Stone was assigned to protect the watchmaker and his Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife as they traversed Europe on their way to Zurich. Could Stone uncover the nefarious forces pursuing the watchmaker? Ah, yes. Cheers. The watchmaker glanced at the wrist of the individual asking him questions about his movements, and he noticed out of the corner of his eye that the watch that he was wearing was of a Russian manufacturer, a fake Rolex, in other words, and he knew right away that individual was not a legitimate police individual or anything else. This person was a nefarious, no-gooder, and right away the watchmaker knew he had to make his move that night with his Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife and get away. Adam, Tasty Trade allows trading spreads in its IRA. There's an answer. JR, Justin Schaefer, it's likely because it is Chase. Can you transfer the account to Tasty Trade? I use that platform and I can trade within my Roth. Fees are very low too. There's some advice for you there. Justin, there's some advice from some of my viewers. That's the advantage of this channel. A lot of people here help out, and especially the members. They will think nothing of coming through with some advice for you. There you go. Well, thank you. That is fantastic. Thank you all for your help. We're speaking of memberships. We're switching right now over to the membership level only. So please become a member of this channel, either at the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level, which is about $10 a month, or becoming a member of the channel here on the Gold Bagel level. That's the top end here, $25 a month. For that, you will receive not only the ability to make comments here during market hours, or like starting now, you also will get, generally speaking, a daily trading tip. You will get the pre-alert show before this show every day. That's 10 a week on an average week. You'll get the Wednesday night primetime live show that you can join in on. That's 11 features a week additionally to the Chillin' level, and that per month is 44 additional add-ons for the extra $15. The trade tip alone says it all right there. Many of these people here will tell you the trade tips that we bring up all the time. Those more than the profits made on those pay for all your yearly fees of the Gold Bagel membership, all your lessons that you're going to take, and it'll probably even afford you several one-on-ones if you want to do one-on-one consultations with me in private at $400 a shot. Not a problem. So you can ask any of these folks here if they're happy with being Gold Bagel members, and they'll probably say, I am happy being a Gold Bagel member. That's the reason we have so many Gold Bagel members. Thank you. We don't make a lot of money from advertising on YouTube. There are 194 people here right now. That's my scale up there. You probably have a thing down here somewhere telling you how many people are here. with less than 200 viewers on a live show. If I make $10 a day from YouTube, that would be a miracle from advertising. That's like, wow. I make more money from people who pay YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium members out there who are watching me, I get a percentage of your premium money that you give them. But the most money I make from this channel is this rate, Gold Bagel members. That's what keeps me on the air here. The classes and the one-on-ones and donations that you guys make to us, that helps fund Jennifer's new hips. Thank you. We love you. And don't stop now. Get richer. Okay. What else? What else is going on? Thank you all for being here. Touch grass, thumbs ups. Hector, neat. JR. Justin, if you contact Tasty, they can walk you through how to transfer. JR, wait for Larry and do the bells go SoFi. Credit Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Good morning, sir. Richard Carlin is here. Mandu is going, neat. Hector, Larry, baby, it's time. It's time for you to ring the bells. The time has come to ring the bells, baby. We're going to open it up for another day of trading. Final count, we're down 59 on the Dow, looks like, going into the opening. Down 11 on S&P, down 86 on NASDAQ. And oil is $70.56 a barrel at the moment. Cindy, I'm a premium member. I could not watch Uncle Bruce's reruns with commercials. There's no way I could do that. Farmless, think of the money you would bring in if Jen showed her bare feet on cam. Just think about that. Larry, bells, baby. We're open. We're running. We're here. We're going for it. It's a happening thing. Get ready to get richer, everybody. Welcome to the party, folks. It's nice to have you all here. What do we got? Headline says jobs report suggests a bit less recession risk than you might have thought, an economist says. And Treasury yields jump after November data shows solid job gains drop in unemployment rate. So the treasuries are dropping, the rates are rising. That's bad for the bond market, which could be bad for the market. The stock market, very bad? Probably not very bad, but an excuse for a pause. Larry, thank you. Neat. Hector. Yes, fellow degenerates. Welcome all, fellow degenerates. We're down 51, 52 on the Dow now, from what I can discern here at the early moments, so a minute or two in. GameStop 16.14 up 22 or down 22, down 22 at 16.14, holding that 16 level. Let's get the rest of the stock market up here. Okay, the Dow now down 22, S&P down 5, NASDAQ down 48. Gold down $21 a barrel. The VIX is down 0.21. Oil up 131 to 70.65. That is where I'm at this second, as we are just getting the quotes coming through here. We'll know in about 5-10 minutes really where we're at. I'm still showing negative on the Dow. Spire up 34 cents to 615. AI up 11 to 2613. The spiders are down 52 cents. The Qs are down 129. GameStop is at 1606. SoFi 792 down 4 cents. Apple up 13 cents. Enphase down 34. Netflix up 25 cents. Adobe down 390. Nvidia up 207. Tesla's down 299. What do we got here? We got Unity down a quarter. Google is off 1.8 points. 180 a share. Moderna down 53 cents. Cisco up 3 cents. Pfizer up down 3. IBM down 8 cents. HPQ down 8 cents. Microsoft down $1.40. Amazon down 93 cents. Home Depot down 23. Vanek is up 16. Goldman down 24 cents. Boeing is up 140. Meta down 137. Target up 46. JP Morgan is up 26 as well. Costco down 150. Walmart down 89. Disney is up 6 cents. American Airlines is down 8. DraftKings down 11 cents. AMC up 2 pennies. And Royal Caribbean down 24 cents at 119.25. There we are. 34.14 is the drop on the Dow. 34 points at the moment on the Dow as these 30 markets, 30 stocks are opening up, starting to trade, and we can calculate our Dow movement. S&P down 6, NASDAQ down 48 at the moment. The big loser at the moment is NASDAQ down 1/3 of a point. That's the worst performing index of these three. S&P down 1/8 of a percentage point, 0.12, and the Dow down 0.05 of a percent. So there you go. Spire has been gaining 5% almost daily all week long. Spire 631 right now, up 16. Interesting. I've noticed that Rocket Lab has been improving lately. Just a little here, a little there. 478.5, up 8.5 cents now. It's trying to get to $5. Rocket Lab seems to want to go back to 5. Matterport is at 246 at SmartRent 322. But Rocket Lab has been inching higher lately to try to get back to the 5 level. The ME shares, 23andMe shares, they've been struggling to get back to $1. They were awfully close the other day, but they're back to 85 this morning. But they got to 97, 98 cents just, 2 days ago? Couldn't break it. Trying to break a buck. News on 23andMe about their site being hacked and accounts being hacked, and it's a small number, but it's headline news, so doesn't help. Bobby Atkinson, I got a stink right set up for May 2024. A $9 for 85 cents can only do 5-cent increment spreads here. That's all I can do. So I think you're trying to write. Is it a cash secured put? Is what you're trying to write for 85 cents? Is that it? Marcus, I am thumbs up number 1, 2, 3. Uncle Bruce, way to go. Brian, I'm number 124. Good morning, everybody. Cindy, AI seems to be taking off this morning. It's 26.56, up 54 cents. Bobby, ME closes. It got 99.88 according to West Trade. That's how close it got. 99.88 cents a share on Quest Trade, according to Quest Trade, is how high it got. There is a wall at 99.9999 cents a share to stop it. There's a whole bunch of shorters on ME with millions and millions of shares shorted, I'm sure. And the battle royale going back and forth. The question is, when will millions of dollars of buying just come in and run it to 130 a share and wipe out the shorters to a huge amount? This is the battle. We'll find out. Bobby, write a covered call on Spire. White Feather, Uncle Bruce, I read that contracts with 30 to 45 days until expiry offer the best combination of premium and time decay. Have you found this to be true in general? That's not an inaccurate statement. It surely depends on the issue at hand. If you're talking about a stock like IBM, that might be true, but not with as high a premium, obviously. But if you're talking about AI, which can really, move dollars in a day, a $3 move on AI is 10% of the stock price. That's like a $16 move on IBM. That is not going to happen. IBM is not going to move $16 a share every day. AI could move $3 a day. Yeah, sure it could. So the premiums on AI are going to be much higher to start with, and plus the 4 to 6 week time frame, plus at the money, out of the money, or in the money factors, that will really change the dynamics. But overall, doesn't it make sense that a stock option with more time will do better than one without? Certainly. We'll have a higher premium. JR Whitefeather, RC at 45 days till expiry, the depreciation curve starts to accelerate. There you go. And this is why I like to talk about these iron condors. I like to say to you folks, here's a condor for January, or here's a condor that expires in February. And you'll note when I mention these, I'm talking to you about out of the money calls, out of the money puts. I mean, all 4 contracts I talk about in condors are out of the money. Look at the premiums on some of these. They're quite substantial, and they're worthless. These contracts are worthless. They have no book value, only time value. And the accelerating depreciation kicks in, and this is where folding your arms pays you money, because you're watching these contracts shrink out very quickly on a daily basis, weekly basis. And they can pay you handsomely. White Feather, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Love these comments. Bring them on, guys. Yes, indeed. The basics of options. So much is there's so much to learn when you want to get into the option game. I talk about this kind of topic right here in my classes as well, and you'll find it in many of the classes as you watch them. You'll go, oh yeah, he was talking about this a few classes ago, and he's mentioning it again. But now in this context, this keeps coming back. This depreciating factor, the shrinkage factor, the speed of shrinkage, the percentage of shrinkage. Yeah, this is important. Alberto, I can't see the live feed, but I can chat. I like 30 days. I found the best returns. They give me time to adjust if I need it. But again, I write out of the money. So either way, I am making money. Absolutely, Alberto. You write out of the money options and the market comes up to you. You've just made money in the market. Thank you. If the stock only comes up to your contract strike price, you keep the premium and you've enjoyed a gain and you write again. Absolutely. Of course, if you get just time shrinkage, you win. If you get time and depreciating shrinkage, you win on your contract again. And that's why Alberto is on a cruise ship right now. He's winning at every level. I love this. Credit Savage of Wall Street. Look at AI go 2681, almost as if it's done this before. Laugh out loud. Those $25 cash security puts are shrinking by 25% already. Come on, man, assign me. I dare you. Take me out. JR, Alberto, great point, buddy. Hope you're having a blast at the sea, on the sea. Hector, Spire should have risen all week as I sold my last 100 shares last week. It should have just kept on going. 631 on Spire. AI, 2687, up 85 cents here. With a volume of 1.68 million, where are 10 million shares of selling? Where's the panic selling? Where are people bailing out? No, nowhere. No, the stock is just coming on. Exactly. GameStop 1586 down 50 cents. SoFi 802 up 6 today. Interesting. The Dow's down 24 points. S&P down 5. NASDAQ down 34. So the spiders are down 39 cents and the Qs are down 108. And I'm wondering if it's going to accelerate. Alberto, JR, thanks. Let Uncle Bruce know I'm here, but I'm not here so he can start. Thank you, my friend. It's all good, my friend. We're good. We're good. I know you'll catch us. Welcome one and all to the party. It's nice to have you here. Apart from our SoFi and GameStop and AI, the Apple shares are down 4 cents. Enphase is up 45. Netflix is up 67. Adobe up $1.50. No, Adobe is down $1.50. Pardon me. Nvidia is up $5. Now Tesla's up 20 cents. Rocket Lab up 18.8 cents at 488.8. This Rocket Lab wants to go through 5. Matterport down 1.5. SmartRent up about 5.5 cents now. Owens Corning up 143. Nothing on ATIP that I can see here. Unity up 44. Google down $1.85. Moderna is up 25 cents with Cisco up 17, Pfizer up 7, IBM up 15 as well. HPQ unchanged. Microsoft down $1.02 at $369.94. The high for Microsoft, $384. Last week we're at $369, a $15 drop from the high. So far, and that's where we're hanging around at, down $1 right now. ME 85.6 cents a share, up a penny. Amazon is up, make it down 80 cents. Home Depot down 85. Vanik Semiconductors up 50 cents. Goldman is up 250. Boeing up 240. Meta down 3 cents. Target up 23. JP Morgan up 67, Costco down $1.93, Walmart down 70 cents, Disney is up 36, American Airlines down 12, DraftKings up 2, AMC up 2, Royal Caribbean down 64 cents. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. We're down 9.6 on the Dow, down 1.3 on S&P, and down 20 on NASDAQ. We are not getting a major sell wave or a buy wave. It is sort of a saw-off so far this morning. JR is saying, come on, spiders, do a pullback for me. Marie, Uncle Bruce, can you explain the insurance part of the Iron Condor? The insurance part of the Condor is where you buy a call option and buy a put option, further out of the money from the call and the put you wrote. So When you write a call option, you are short an option. When you buy a call option above it, you are long a contract, which negates any losses above a certain dollar amount. And if the spread between the put or call, let's say the call you write and the call you buy, if the difference on the strike price is $10, the maximum risk is $1,000 less the credit you received on the put spread, the credit you received on the call spread. Those two spreads, calls and puts, you add those together, let's say it's 250. Your spread, your risk now is $750 on a condor. You can't lose more than $750 on that example, no matter how high or how low the shares actually go during the time that your condor is active. Now, obviously, if the shares or index stays in between the call that you've written and the put you've written, if the index or stock stays in between those two levels, all four contracts will expire worthless. You keep all the credit, all the risk is gone. You just made yourself, in this example, $250. And if that is in a 30-day, 40-day window, you've made $250 on one condor. If you have a $750 spread, risk spread, you're going to need $750 in margin or available cash to hold that condor with your broker. Well, if you have $7,500 available, you can create 10 of those condors. And by creating 10 condors with a credit of $250 a condor, you could make a maximum profit of $2,500. Now, you could lose $7,500, but you could win up to $2,500 in 30 to 45 days, depending on which one we're talking about, at least from the examples I have brought up for you on the trade tips. You can spread the risk further if you want. If you want to write a call option, and then the one you're buying, the call you're going to buy to as your insurance level, if it's $10 away, that's a $10 risk. If you go $20 above the call you wrote, you buy this call $20 higher in strike price, it'll be much cheaper to buy, giving you a larger spread of cash. You might write a call for $3 and buy a call for $2 or for $1. If you pay just $1 for a call, you have a $2 spread on that position. If you also have a $2 spread on the put side, you have a $400 spread, which is $400 credit coming to your account to open the condor. Now, you need $2,000 of risk allowable here, less the credit, $400. It's $1,600 in total risk versus $750 in the other example I was showing you. So you get more, but you got to pay more. On the other hand, if you're going 2 months out on a condor with a $20 spread between the call and the two calls and the two puts, you can, in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, sell off the $20 out of the money call and or put and reposition $10 closer on each one, knowing that a month from now, those two positions will be cheaper to move into because of time shrinkage. There's the secret right there. On the other hand, many of you have figured out, on condors, if stock goes up, those puts become worthless. Like they just really collapse. They started at like $3 and $2. Now they're 30 cents and 20 cents because they're like even more out of the money and time has gone by. So not only are they shrinking in time, but they're way out of the money, more out of the money. So they are really dropping out. Those can be closed out. You can sell off and buy back those two positions and take the 20-cent spread out of there and say, thank you. I had a 120 spread, a $1 spread, and now it's a 20-cent spread. I'm locking in my 80-cent gain on that position. I'm only carrying the calls now. That's all I'm doing. I'm only carrying the calls. Or I'm only carrying the puts because the market has come down. The calls are worthless, but the puts are worth more. I'm going to close out the calls and say, thank you for that little gain. Lovely. And now I'm only carrying the puts and I'm going to watch them shrink out. Or I might have to roll them further in time to ensure I have enough time to allow the market to do what it's going to do. Fair enough. And if you do roll forward in time with those puts, or you roll forward in time with those calls, now you can rewrite and recreate the call or put spread you've already closed out, and you establish a new one with a new credit. That's more money into your account. Managing your assets. That's what this is called all the time. Join me tomorrow for more. It's going to be fun here. Uncle Bruce, you can start. You can start, Uncle Bruce. Alberta says so, says JR. Thank goodness. I was getting blue, holding my breath. Whew. Alberto, loving this. Hector, GameStop is rising. Brian, wow, whoever wrote cash secured puts on AI yesterday, they're happy today. White Feather, time to go. Thanks for answering. And I can't wait for class tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everybody. Rock and roll, buddy. We're up 54 on the Dow. We've gone green on the Dow. We're up a point on S&P, but we're still negative 17 on NASDAQ. Spire 623 up 8. AI 2742 up $1.40. Spiders are up 25 cents. Qs are still down 56. GameStop is down just 14 cents at 1622. SoFi up 9, 805. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to see you here today. Those of you following us, we make money no matter what direction this market goes. That's the consensus on this channel here. There are people here who love making cash money by writing a call or a put and buying it back for much less. They love that aspect. But there are people who do write options here who make money even when a market goes up on them. They actually make more money than they're losing. They might find that they write a call for $3 and it goes up to $4. And you would think, oh gosh, they're down $1 a contract, those poor people. Well, they had to have something to write that call with. And if they own stock that they're writing calls against, the stock has gone up more than $1. I'll tell you that. On the other hand, many folks here don't own stock in companies that they write options on. They own deep in the money calls that expire in 2025, 2026. In other words, they own what we call leaps. These are long-term options. So they have leaps. And in GameStop, but it's not uncommon here where people are sitting on $5 calls, $8 calls, $10 deep in the money calls, and they're writing calls against those calls. Well, if the shares of GameStop go up $4 from 16 to 20, and they've written $16 calls, their calls are worth $4 book value plus time. They're probably going to trade at 5.5. However, they're sitting on, say, $10 deep in the money calls that just went up $4 in value, book value. And so their calls may have gone up $2 or $3 in value to the $5 level from $3, where their deep in the monies have gone up $4 each. They're richer on the deep in the money calls than what they're losing on their outside calls, the calls you've written. These that they've written, they can buy back and now write 18s for 3 months further out, 6 months further out. It's a break-even trade. It'll cost them no money to do so, and yet they've lifted their strike price by another $2. Thank you very much. The stock wants to go to 20 now. Great. Go higher. People here get richer whether the market goes up or down or just stays fairly flat. It doesn't matter. People around here make money either of these ways. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, my average for AI is 26.30. I wrote 27 covered calls expiring today at 41 cents. Please assign me, Alberto. Enjoy the cruise. How about them peaches? Right on, buddy. 27.47, and you've written 27s. You don't care. Yeah, you're good. Brian, Beach Boy, how many shares do you have, or do you have deep in the money calls on AI? Marie, excellent explanation as always. Thanks, Uncle B. You got it, Marie. You got it. It's what I try and do. I try and explain plain English as best I can, kids. Hopefully it's working for you. We're up 72 now on the Dow. We're up 1.9 on S&P. This is hardly a big move. NASDAQ's still down 19 points. I'm wondering if the Dow is going to give this up. Unless the rest of the market follows the Dow, we're not going anywhere. Oil, $70.76. That's where we're at. Cheers all. It's coffee time. Just finishing the last of my coffee. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for class 17. We continue down the road learning how this option business works, and it is complicated, and it is exciting. JR Whitefeather, RC, same here. Traveling to Visalia, California to see my daughter in an Xmas concert tonight. Have a great trading day, everybody. See you all in the class tomorrow. Right on, JR. Thank you, buddy. Beach Boy, Brian Shares. Giddy up, everyone. Let's go. Only up 63 on the Dow. Now we're only up 55 on the Dow. We seem to be backing up here. We're negative on S&P again, 0.3%. NASDAQ now down 28. So S&P is down. NASDAQ is going lower. Dow's backing up at the moment. That seems to be what's going on. Okay. 1611 on GameStop. 1611, 1612. The high of the session today. Let's see if I can get this done here. 1630 is the high of the day so far. And we'll watch for the market on that. Okay. Trying to get my big S iPad to cooperate. It's not. It's doing this. I don't want to. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, big S iPad, for not wanting to. Freezes. You just frustrate. It's frustrating. There it goes. Cooperate. There. Come on. There we go. Yeah, down. We're only at 48 now on the Dow. We've given up about 30 points. We're down 2 points on S&P. We're down 32 on NASDAQ. So more red coming in. SPYs have been floating between 0.1% each way all day today. We're down 1/10 of a point. We're down 10 cents on the SPY right now. We're down 99 cents on the Qs. GameStop down 27. SoFi up 6. Zeta State just sent my class donation, Bruce. Rock and roll. We'll add you into the class, buddy. Needs to drop 20 points this Farmless. That's all I'm looking for. Just drop 20 points. That's all. Just, go down to 438. That would be just terrific. Well, it's not quite happening, but it is down 4 cents. What can I say? All right, everybody. Thank you, those of you who are signing up for the class tomorrow. Looking forward to adding you into the party here. Zane, you're in. I got you. It just kicked in. Fantastic, sir. We'll add you to the list of class to the class participants, and thank you all for joining in. Appreciate you all. Let's see here. 134 thumbs ups. This is fantastic. Keep those thumbs ups coming, guys. We appreciate it. I think it's time to honor our favorite Knights of Neat. Might be time to let the Knights of Neat know that we are aware of their presence, and we know the power that they hold over these markets. It's the secret weapon that a lot of market participants do not know exists. They have no clue that the Knights of Neat are as powerful as they are, and they can affect everything. Neat. There we go. Here they come. We've got Credit Savage of Wall Street saying, Uncle Bruce, those $3 covered calls I sold on Matterport a few weeks ago on a little pop are down almost 50%. They expire in April, and I got 35 cents for them. They're now at 20. I'm going to buy back at a nickel, maybe. We'll see how that plays out. JR, neat. Credit Savage, $1,750 will be mine. Oh, that pays for a nice chunk of a refrigerator. TJ, neat. Farmless, neat. Credit Savage, mine, all mine. Laughing out loud. Stephen Butler, neat. Absolutely honoring the Knights of Neat as Credit Savage takes the money off the table. Well done. 1625 on GameStop, down 11 cents. SoFi up 9 at 805. Spiders are down 17 cents. AI up 167 to 27.69 right now. Credit Savage of Wall Street, neat. He's there. He knows to honor the Knights of Neat. We're up just 24 on the Dow now. Just 24. Actually, 15. Yeah, we're only up 15. Down 2.7 on the S&P. We're down 35, 36 on NASDAQ. We're still falling back. This market is still backing up. Deep value options is here with knee emojis for the Knights of Untamed Viking, neat emojis, and the big E, neat, zzz, at the end. Absolutely beautiful. There they are. The Knights of Knee will be pleased. They will be satisfied, but they are ever present, and they're always watching over us. So be careful. Don't mess with the Knights of Knee. 457.99 on spiders, down 24 cents. Qs are down 116 now. GameStop just 14 cents lower. SoFi down 9. AI up $1.49. Interesting moves. Very much so. Very interesting moves. Okay. Dude. Neat. Absolutely. Thank you, dude. Let's see what else is going on. We got Apple down 54 now. Enphase down $2. Netflix is holding a 49-cent gain. Adobe down 4.30. Nvidia's up 4.90. Tesla down 53. We got Unity up 78 cents. Google down 2.22. Moderna's up 1.20. Cisco up 18. Pfizer up 12. IBM up just 29 cents. Very fractional here. HBQ is unchanged. Microsoft down 74. ME is up 2 cents to 86.6. Amazon down 83. HD down 46. Vanik Semiconductors up 43 cents. Goldman up 250. Boeing up 280. Meta up 11. Target up 34. JP Morgan up 71. Costco down 190. Walmart down 75. Disney's up 76. American Airlines down 6. AMC is up 7 cents. 6.89 on AMC. Yuck. DraftKings down 41. Royal Caribbean up 37 cents. There you go. 22-point gain on the Dow, according to my phone right now. And we got S&P up a little bit and NASDAQ up. And I'm just watching my quotes to see if they're real or Memorex. Right here, we're getting a lot of potential jumpage. I think we just jumped nicely on the Dow. We're up 97. Something happened that's good. Did someone say something somewhere? Beach Boy, I just did the math. If assigned, it's a 3% gain for less than 1 day. Oh my. Not a bad return on a daily trade reaction here. We're still up 85 on the Dow. We're up 8 on S&P. We're up 3 on NASDAQ. Something happened somewhere. Something jumped somewhere, and I'm curious to know who did it. What did it? Why did it? Is this real, or is this just a glitch? Are we in a glitch? I don't know. Waiting to see just what's happening. University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index jumps to 69.4 in December from 61 the prior month. That would be bad for the market. That wouldn't be a good thing. I don't understand what's happening here. Yeah, I don't quite understand what the deal is here. Surgery done, says Flint Creek. SoFi rocking. Well, let's go. Up 15 cents on SoFi. Pharmalus and SPY just took off. Damn, Knights of Knee screwed me. The Knee up 88 cents on the Knights of Knee here as spiders. Qs are only down a penny. 94-point gain on the Dow. Something clicked somewhere. Something moved. It's aggressive. I don't know what it was. I don't. Does anyone know? And GameStop is green. It's up a penny. Why is the market surging right now? What caused the move? Anyone want to tell me? I don't know. 1636 on GameStop, 810 on SoFi. Spiders are up 87 cents. The Qs are up 11 now. AI up 159. The Dow up 87 points. Something somewhere. Something somewhere. Okay, that's the story. On the Dow, let me take a look at the Dow now. See if I can find out. The winners on the Dow would be Boeing up 340, Chevron up 180, Dow Chemicals up 54 cents. These are 1% or better gainers. Walt Disney's up 1%, 3M is up 1%, Goldman is up 1%. Losers, the worst is Honeywell down 1.09. Procter & Gamble, Walmart, Verizon, Johnson & Johnson, Amgen, Coca-Cola, Visa, Merck, United Health Group, Microsoft, and Apple are down 0.03% to 0.73%. So there's nothing, really bad there. I don't know what it is. I don't know who's creating such a jump in the market so quickly. What happened in just a moment? Was it Boeing? It's the leader of the Dow up move. But it went from 239 to 240. It didn't do anything. It wasn't Boeing. Who popped and what caused the Dow to do such a move? Is it just a computer buy program that came in at the same time? No manipulation here, SEC. Nothing to investigate. Triple witching next Friday. Brian sold SoFi just be $9. Just go to $9. It's time. Amy, consumer sentiment is way up. Was that it? This isn't going to last. This will not last long if that was the reason for a computer buy program to kick in like it did. So there we have it. It all will come out at the end. We'll find out sooner or later. We'll find out what it was. We'll know what caused it. It may be a nothing burger when it's all over. We're still up 90 on the Dow, up 9 on S&P, up 11 on NASDAQ. It's a gain, but I mean, the Dow is not even up a quarter of a point. A fifth of a point for S&P, and NASDAQ's up 0.1%. I mean, are we worried about this? Amy, 69 versus 62. That's a university sentiment index. Meaningless in the big picture. Meaningless. So I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Spiders are now up 99 cents. Qs are up 27. GameStop now down again, down 8 cents. SoFi up 14 at 8.10. All right. A look at those beautiful AI shares jumping up 184 to 27.86. Beautiful, says Credit Savage. Hope you folks got some bargoons yesterday. There will be MO23. I told y'all. There you go. There you go. There you are. Well, cheers, everybody. I think we're dropping again. We're still at 76 gain for the Dow, but not 96. We seem to be slipping back a little bit right now. Just a little bit. AI 27.93 though, going for 28. That's great. GameStop 16.32 down 3. SoFi 8.10 up 14 cents. All right. There is what I see happening at this moment in time. Thumbs ups today. 139. Thank you, everybody. We're 61 away from 200 thumbs ups. Those of you watching on the rerun, come through for us like you did yesterday. And let's see if we can beat that 212 thumbs up number from yesterday. Thank you all very much. We'll take the gains. 27.98. Yes, of course. We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't fear it. We don't mind it. We don't fear upside. Here on the option writing channel, 16.32 now, down 5 cents on. Make that 4 cents on GameStop. We're just down 4 cents. SoFi up 15. Okay. Central bank moves. Maybe Japan. Did that do it? We don't really know about that. $28 on AI. $28. We're at the high range of the day right now, kids. Welcome. As far as interest rates go, Japan's interest rates were 0.8%. They're now 0.77. Nothing there. The 10-year Treasury was 4.15. It's now 4.21. Nothing to worry about there. The euro was at 108 this morning, almost. Now 107.6. The British pound was at 126. It's now 125.3. These are not mega moves today. There's nothing serious. The yen was as low as 143. It's now 144. Again, within normals. European markets are positive, much better than America. The FTSE 100 is up 0.86. DAX 0.67 higher. CAC 40 up 1.2%. So we have gains over there. On America right now we're a quarter of a point better on the Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ is about just barely better than a quarter point higher. That's all. 70.77 on crude, up 143 on a barrel of oil in Texas. That's it. That's all we got. I don't see much else. 2804 on AI. I think that high of the day 2812. So little pop there. Nice. We were as low as 2591 this morning. How about that? Anthony just got your donation in. Just kicked in for the class. I think we'll get you squared away there. Right on, buddy. We'll get you set here. The kids are coming to school. They're coming with their money for the teacher. They're coming in. What else? Yeah, not much else. Not much else to tell you about, really. We are just watch what's going on here. A couple more comments. There we go. BW. There is no news. JP and the Fed trade desk keeps markets buoyant. Buy. It's interest in inflation. Nah, just buy markets all-time highs. Thank God for options in this BS environment. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce. Yesterday, I wrote 100 January 19, $25 cash secured puts for 207. I just bought them back for $1.15. I'm going to need a bigger tax shield here. Not a bad little pull in there. What is that? A 92-cent profit. $92 times 100 contracts. $9,200. Nice 24-hour time frame, isn't that nice? Kind of pays for all those lessons and all those one-on-ones, doesn't it? It just all paid for. Mike sold for July 24, averaging 510, says Mike W. On AI, he says, these are 30s. Mike likes to give me the info like one little snippet at a time over 5 minutes to keep me guessing what he's talking about. Right on, man. Dude, it's got to be consumer sentiment. The prediction was 62, and we got 69. Everyone wants a Santa Claus rally, and with the Russell staying strong, oil and gold is weak, market makers following the trend. Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe. That could be it. Sure. But now, we're stuck at 86-ish. The gain is only sitting there. It isn't going any higher now. It reached a point, stopped. That is computer buying. That is a computer buy program that did its thing, filled, done, and now we could see shrinkage from here. We could. I don't see another buy wave behind this yet. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I guess we'll find out. 1634 on GameStop, down 2 pennies. 1636 unchanged. Again, we're unchanged on GameStop. 815 on SoFi, holding a little gain there. Thank you. Mike W says Mike is old and he suffers from brain farts, Bruce. Just, don't take it too seriously. He looks like he sold for July 2024 $30 AI somethings for 510. I'm going to guess he sold 4 calls. Or did he write 4 cash secured puts? Sold 4 AI 30s. Mike is isn't letting us in on what actually he did sell. Did he write cash secured puts, or did he write options, call options? We're just going to have to kind of wing it. Although I can take a look at the market here. He wrote calls. He wrote $30 calls. They're trading at 505 right now. If he'd have written cash secured puts, he would have received $8. He would have received $8, but he wrote calls. And the good news is the higher the shares go now towards 30, he will begin to trade at book value and time value. Right now it's all time value. And the good news is, of course, a $2 gain from here makes him richer without a threat of being exercised. So yeah, he's got, $2.14 of upside for free. And he gets to keep the 5 something. So way to go, Mike. Here we go. I did the calls, Bruce. You're right. Good call. I did the calls. JR, great day to do some AI rollovers, isn't it? Isn't it just great? Oh, yes, it is. It's a wonderful thing. 2782. It's going to jump around. The Dow is up 94.89, something like that. Oil 71.15. The spiders are up 133. The Qs are up 99 cents. GameStop is down a penny. SoFi is up 16 cents. There you go. Zeta State. Zeta is getting older as well. And then BW, see, the Fed did their buy limit. Now they're done. I got to make sure the CEOs of major corporations hit their end of the year bonuses. And that's based on closing year share prices. There you go. Right on, BW. Watching all kinds of neat stuff happening here. 1642 on GameStop. We're up 6 cents. Yay! That's the high of the day on GameStop. Where is all the selling for GameStop? Every analyst you saw yesterday, every article you probably read, if you caught any news on GameStop yesterday from so-called independent people, was negative. Every one of them said the end of the world, down 9% in sales. Yeah, they lost a penny in share instead of 8 cents. Oh, okay. They beat on the bottom end. Oh, okay. But GameStop, it's crap. It's up. This stock is higher. It got to 1350 yesterday morning. Now we're at 1650. Why is that? Why are GameStop shares $3 higher than yesterday morning's opening with all this bad news? I kind of feel like Tom Cruise in A Few Good Men, Why did Santiago have to be flown off the island if he wasn't to be touched? What? Why is GameStop at 1643 when everything is bad about it, and it was 1350 yesterday? Why is it up $3 if it's so bad? Jen is coming in. Hello, Jen. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Pox on everybody. Is that what you were saying?
What's that?
You were saying something that everybody's bad.
Well, I was comparing GameStop right now to the movie A Few Good Men.
All right.
Where Tom Cruise says to Colonel Jessup, "Why did Santiago have to be taken off the island if you said he was not to be touched? Don't your soldiers follow your orders?"
Maybe they said, "Oh, the old man doesn't mean this one.
He lost it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. Yeah, you didn't. They ignored the order. Santiago's dead. You said he wasn't supposed to be touched. Is there something wrong here? GameStop was 1350 yesterday. Every article that came out on GameStop was negative. This is a bag of garbage, is what everybody said about GameStop.
That's what they always say.
It's up $3 a share. If Santiago was not to be touched, why did you have to remove him off him? Why was he scheduled for the first flight out in the morning? Why, if GameStop is such crap, did it not go from 1350 to 1050? Why is it 1650? I think we need to talk to Colonel Nathan Jessup to get some answers, because I think he issued a code red, and somebody issued a code red on GameStop, and they don't want to admit it, but I think so. I think there are some bodies out there. I'm just asking. I'm just saying. Hey. If it happened in the movies, it's got to be real. So come on.
That's right. Movies are real.
Yeah, right. Brian, I figured BW would have some input here. JR, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, JR.
Credit Savage. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm trying to send you $150 for a class tomorrow, but PayPal keeps saying your recipient can't send money right now. Your receipt, your what? Why the face? This is not a problem with me. It's got to be a problem with you. Are you using my PayPal address down below?
That'd be a problem with you.
I don't know. I don't understand. JR, SoFi, cash secured puts getting greener. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Fool of a took. Bruce, I'm sorry I'm late. I was up celebrating after the Pats finally gave me something to celebrate. Laugh out loud.
Good morning, Mandu.
A fool of a took.
Yeah, I'm ignoring him.
Oh. It warms my heart to know that no matter how trash we are, we always will be better than the Steelers.
Oh, right? Did you watch the game?
Fool of a Took, careful what you careful what you say. You might get kicked out of this chat. Fool of a Took, sorry, Auntie Jen. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello, BP. Uncle Bruce, have you got my lesson 17 payment? Tell Auntie Jen I will be late joining the class as I will be coming back from football, proper football, soccer to you. Okay. We'll keep an eye for you there, Fool of a Took, Brian. Zeta State, I had 5 GameStop 15. I just bought back, took a $500 loss, but I can roll for a profit. What would you suggest? Yes, definitely. You might want to look at writing 18s further out in time for more money than you just paid to get your 15s. Maybe that's what you want to do. Mike, thank you, Uncle Bruce. I needed the money and now bought a cash secured put on AI July 30 for $8. You wrote a cash secured put. You sold a put for $8, right? You okay. All right, there you go. Giddy up, everybody. 1643, we're up 7 cents on GameStop. The Dow's up 125. Aspire's up 51 cents. AI at 27.65. GameStop 1642. SoFi 816, up 20 cents.
Green.
Brian, Zeta State, BC, what did it cost to buy those back? Fool of a Took. I did watch the game. Truthfully, we only played one good half. Please don't kick me out, laughing out loud. Mike, right, thanks. There you go. Yes, I did. I wrote a cash secured put. Yeah, the Steelers without a quarterback and without other personnel.
It's not often you hear
bad news
at Acrisure booing.
Well, there was serious booing going, especially the first half. It was bad.
And we want Rudolph.
They want the third string quarterback to play.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
Only until he steps on the field.
Oh, and then get him off.
And we don't want him anymore.
Get him off. Oh my gosh, what a game last night.
What a game.
Oh, ugly.
But then we had a nice little cleansing of the mouth watching the end of the Flames-Panthers game.
No, Flames-Hurricanes game.
Sorry,
Yeah. We watched the last half of the period, the third period. Flames were down 2-0 going into the third. They won the game 3-2. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy macaroni.
That ain't our team.
That ain't the Steelers. They don't do comebacks.
Even the Flames,
Flames doing comeback. This is like the 7th one this year.
I know.
It's reminiscent of the 14-15 year, they say. That was the year they were comeback kings. It was unbelievable.
Well, in Vancouver for a while, were called the Cardiac Kids.
Cardiac Kids.
Putting their fans through lots of heartaches. And then just at the last minute,
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat.
That's right.
NASDAQ is unstoppable, says Deep Value. Zed bought back the 15s at 139 right on. So now you want to write calls for $2 or $3 in cash. Shop the option chain for lots of money. Out of the money contracts, up forward in time.
He's got a little online shopping to do.
Bring in $3 at least in premium. Get going. Keep your eye open. Put in stake offers at the high end. Make them come to you. Absolutely. That's the game. 1624, 1629, 1648 was the high on GameStop. We're now 1625. You will see this. Get ready. Keep an eye on it and don't let it get to you. BW, justice was not served. I was not selected to sit on a jury. That's okay. The chairs looked too comfy and would have fallen asleep. Heard they were chanting to remove Trubinsky. Yikes! Tomlin on the hot seat. Yeah, he'll still have a 500 plus record though. He's never coached a team with less than a 500 record.
We'll still have the Mike isms.
They need a quarterback. They desperately need a quarterback that doesn't get injured. A fool of a Took. On another note, I sent you an email a couple of weeks ago about spider condors. Okay. It seems that whenever our calls go in the money, we can roll, but only for a debit, never a credit. Well, that depends how far out you go and which ones you're doing and how you. We'll talk about that tomorrow. That will be on the class. Yeah, Amazon and Tesla have been great the last month, staying in a relatively tight range. Perfect for iron condors and credit spreads. Yeah. Isn't that nice how that pays?
And the sanity of their boards.
Hey, yeah. See? There's money in them there hills. Fool of a Took. Unless you go further in the money or widen your spread and risk. Yes. That's true. Beach Boy, what is Beach Boy doing? Here is a donation of 150 shekels.
Oh, Beach Boy.
Is this Auntie Jen's voice I hear? How about some Yoko sounds in your opinion, Jen?
the plastic Ono band. We did not bring it with us.
We didn't bring the Jen album with us. We left it in Calgary, and it was vibrating. The jacket was vibrating.
It definitely got attention going through airports.
Yeah, definitely. Tel Aviv security wanted to know, you got a gift? What gift did you get? We got an album.
And who'd you get it from?
We
What's
got
his last name?
who gave you this gift? Give us the name of this individual. And what album was it? It was a Yoko Ono, Plastic Ono Band album.
And this young
gave
gentleman
you
went,
that?
"What? Is that a thing? What is that?"
You're carrying this through an airport? You got balls.
What is that you're talking about? So it got a special tag.
The suitcase got a special tag. And when we got to Zurich, it took a little longer to come off the belt.
Came off a different carousel.
Yeah, and I noticed the bag was going zzz, zzz, zzz.
Like Raiders of the Ark.
Like Raiders of the Ark. Top men are looking into it. The top men. Yeah. Fool of a tuck. That was my next question. A dude, just a little tip, a dude bagel tip. BW, SoFi here in the mid-morning camelback pattern forming. The front of the bump, as it were, or hump, then we'll bleed this out into close like clockwork, or watches, as it were, Mr. Watchman. Beach Boy, they left it in Calgary. The arrogance. I don't think we dare bring it through U.S. Customs. Well, I don't think we want to do that.
We don't have a record player.
We don't have a record player, and we didn't want to get denied entry. Fool of a took. I had this happen with my puts when the stock went down to 411 in October. I could only get a credit by going way in the money out to December. It got exercised the next week. Here's the kicker. Okay, I'm waiting for the kicker. I'm waiting for the kicker. Here's the kicker.
He's typing.
He's typing. We're waiting for the kicker.
It might just be a two-finger typing.
We're waiting. We'll wait for the kicker. 1624 on GameStop, down 13. The Dow's down. The Dow's up 107 right now. Beach Boy. Oh, excuses.
Nothing but excuses.
Excuse to these two. That's all they had.
That was easy.
So that's the excuses button.
Fool of a took. I moved my strike to 450. Would have been fine if I didn't get exercised. I lost $2,400 overall, down 600 on my condors. That's what happened.
No.
Unbelievable. That's ridiculous.
See.
Well, you'll just have to turn that around, and we just keep on going, baby. We just keep right on going. We never stop. We never stop, baby. We never stop. The 150-point rally in the Dow that was a 150 rally. It's not 150 now. We're only up 96. Led by Intel and 3M. That's what's going on. So Intel, the chip manufacturer, is getting all hyped up because they're a challenge to NVIDIA. Intel needs all the help it can get from anywhere it can get it. And so that's probably what happened with the Dow. But we're now only up 92. So I don't know if this has much to it. A dude, lesson number 9 is pretty useful in these low volume days. Butterflies are cheap and give you a little excitement. Dude, bagel tip. There you go. That's why you watch the classes. Refresh your memory and go from there. Jen, are you going to go and get a coffee now?
I am.
And you're ready for our class tomorrow?
I am. I'm ready for our guest coming.
We have a friend of ours coming in. Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
We might have a guest tomorrow during the class.
No, I don't think so. I doubt that. But
someone going, what? What?
Back up. What? Got a pal coming in to see us. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's class, number 17. Those of you who have been sending in donations this morning, will be. I've seen them coming in through PayPal, so we'll get you set up. Jen.
I'm just figuring out my limits.
Your limitation. Yeah. There are people who are begging for body parts. Any body parts will do, is what they're saying. What do we got here? Fool of a took. I think
Everybody
I might just sell a kidney on the black market and buy some more SoFi. There you go. There's the attitude right there. All right, Auntie Jen, we'll let you sneak out to your sight unseen. Sure can do.
Have a good weekend.
All right. We'll see you all tomorrow, everybody. Right? Jen will be here tomorrow morning with us as moderator. BW, a SoFi resistance 823 coming up. Could it turn into support here in the coming days? Time will tell. But sub 10, it is a gift to the noobs. Yes, cash secured puts are there, but they have to learn. Just buy SoFi. BW, not financial advice, though. I'm just saying. Dude, fool of a took Spider giving me similar issues with iron condors. I only let the market punch me in the face so many times. There you go. 1608 on GameStop, down 28. SoFi now is sitting at 816, up 20 cents at the moment. Apple's up 41. We've got AI now 2783. The Dow up about 100 or so. S&P up 17. Nasdaq up 67 points. At this point in time, oil is up 181 to 71.15. Everybody, the thumbs up meter 150. Thank you all. 150 thumbs ups and 150 shekels from Beach Boy. Thank you guys for all the support today. I love you guys, and very much looking forward to the class tomorrow. 151 thumbs up. Another one just snuck in there. Fantastic. Keep them coming in, kids. Hit those thumbs up. You rerunners, you get us through 200. It looks pretty good. I think we have a shot at it again. 644 on Spire, 2778 on AI. Spiders are up 176. Qs are up 185. GameStop is down 30 now at 1606. SoFi 818, up 23 cents a share. The volume on SoFi today, 8.3 million. The volume on GameStop, 3.3 million at this moment in time. Okay, everybody. ATIP volume, 6 shares. Is that what it's doing? I have no idea. ATIP, I don't even know if it's trading. 709 last trade. Nothing. Is not showing a trade at the moment. Fool of a tuck. Dude, yeah, that was rough for me. 24 loss. My account was only at 15 grand. I was definitely questioning life decisions that day. BP. So with SoFi, is it best to buy the shares or write, say, cash secured puts? Just your general thoughts. Well, if you're going to write a $10 cash secured puts, you need $1,000 to write one contract. If you write out to 2025 or 2026, you can bring in, $2-3+ If you buy the stock at 8, whatever we're trading at here, 818, it's $818 to buy 100 versus using 1,000 to write a cash secured. You can write an $8 cash secured put. You're not going to get as much of a premium, but up to you. So there you go. Now look, if you write a 10 and the stock goes to 950, you can buy the 10 back and write an 11 or a 12. If you write a 2025 at 10 and in the next 3 months it goes up, you can buy that one back and write a June 25 or a January 26 or something. Up to you. You can play this a long way. Fool, it's been a long time since I've watched class number 9. I need to rewatch all of them, truthfully. Farmers, Fool of a Took, SPY doing bad things to me as well. I need a doll to show the police where it is touching me right now. I really need it. Where is it touching you? SoFi, what can I say? We are up 95 on the Dow. SoFi is 820, up 24. GameStop 1588. We've backed off a little bit here, down 48 now. AI 2790. Looks like it's coming on again. Looks like it wants to go higher at the moment. There you have it, kids. That's the story. 92-point gain on the Dow, 13 on S&P, 48 on Nasdaq. Oil up $1.85. That's where we're at today. Okay, welcome to Friday, everybody. Hope you've had a good week this week. I hope you learned a lot about what's going on. Thank you, those of you out there who, for the very first time, found me. You've subscribed to the channel. I love you for that. Some of you have decided I'm gonna join this guy's channel. I'm gonna become part of this gang here, of this family. And some of you are now taking the classes. You're kind of going, I kind of want to check this out a little more, and I'm gonna throw a few $100 at this guy. I'm gonna try class number 1, class number 2. I'm just gonna see between these classes and hanging out with these people here, just whether option writing might work for me. Thank you for taking a chance on yourselves. Way to go! I'm thrilled when this happens, especially when I start getting comments like private emails from brand new viewers just found your channel last week. I'm really getting into this. Am I getting this right? Am I reading this right? You're always welcome to let me know your thoughts and send me an email if you have a question. I'd be more than happy to try to help you out. Welcome to the party, pals. It's the Nakatomi Tower, and we're the good guys. Thank you all for being with me here. Fool of a Took Formulas, I am laughing out loud. BP, so to me it seems buying 100 shares for 800 means you can write one call forever. Yes, that's true. Splair, yeah, you're still live during my break here. Splair, just in case, have a great and wonderful day. Splair, thanks, buddy. You have a great weekend yourself. Fool of a Took, I've been paying 30 to 40 cents every week to roll mine out an extra week. We'll need to do the same today. There you go. Well, one step at a time. Let's see how far these shares want to go. SoFi, unlimited upside in my humble opinion. Splair. And to all newcomers, watch classes 1 and 2. It is life-changing. Started quitting work through part-time, and it's the best feeling if you can work 3 days and know 4 are yours. Work Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and get Monday to Thursday off and play the market. I mean, hey, whatever works for you. However it works for you. It's up to you all. You decide for yourselves. Thank you guys so much for your participation of this channel, and I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible tomorrow morning at 9 my time in California, noon Eastern time. Okay, there's many who forget this. Noon Eastern time. New York time, 12 o'clock is when I do the class. Okay, you will get your alert through your private email starting at about 11:30, 42 noon hour. I will not start the class until all the alerts are out. So even if I'm 5 or 10 minutes late, don't worry about it. It's all good. Join in the fun, become a part of the class, and we'll do class 17 tomorrow. This should be fun. Dude, very nice week, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. See you all in the classroom. BW, yep, that dude knows. He's on the road to a new life. Well done, Splair. Right on, BW. He is. Dean, Thea in Toronto is showing Die Hard again. Just in time for Christmas. You gotta love Die Hard. Yes, fill in the blank questions. Yes, Mr. Takagi. I could talk about models and ports all day long, but I have one of my associates has some questions for you. More like fill in the blank questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Takagi. Nice suit. It would be a shame to ruin it. Yes, kids. Foremost. So January the 12th, cash secured puts are 191. 10 contracts bring in what? $1,910. Sell 10 and use powder to buy the shares? Possibly. Thanks, BW says Splair. Absolutely. Giddy up, you guys. Have some fun out there. Have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll keep an eye on these markets. And if anything crazy happens, we'll update you. But otherwise, I will see a bunch of you tomorrow in class live at noon Eastern. Thank you for your support of this channel in every way you support us. Thank you. By the way, I'm number 158 on the thumbs up meter, buddy. Thank you, Splair. Appreciate that too. Thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you so much. Die Hard quiz on Monday. Everyone assigned to watch the movie this weekend. Ring in Christmas with Explosions and Curses. Yes, sir. There you go, right there. Yippee-I-O-K-A. Karen, I just watched Die Hard, so I wouldn't be so ignorant on that. Brian, GameStop is crazy. I look away 10 minutes and it dives. So volatile. 1580, down 56 cents. SoFi's 817, up 21. AI, 2777, up 175. The Dow only up 59. The Dow is giving it back. S&P's only up 3.7. It's giving it back. NASDAQ only up 11. Down we go. All right, well, let's follow all this, kids. Spiders are only up 41 cents now. Qs are only up a nickel. They're dropping. Giddy up. We're at 160 now. Thumbs up. Splair, done. Well done, everybody, for the thumbs up meter. BW still room in the course tomorrow. Uncle Bruce may have time, but we're not so sure. Dude, IV rank is 54 on GameStop. Okay. Thank you all. Have a great afternoon, rest of the day. We'll see a bunch of you tomorrow morning. And if not tomorrow, we'll see the rest of you Monday. Okay? Have a good one, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Bruce and Jen from Palm Desert saying, see you later. We're getting ready for school. Yes, is there still room? Of course. Make your donation and send me an email. We'll get you registered. All right, kids. Thank you. Dude, to compare AI is 3. Larry Titus, have a good weekend and a good class. Thanks, Larry. Thank you for all your help, buddy. All righty, kids. We'll talk to you later. See you later. Bye-bye. Beach Boy. Neat, 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 neat. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, see you.